Okay, so hey team, it is, oh my gosh, it's November 15th. We're halfway through the month of November. This is our last team call of the month, you guys. So I just want you to take that in. Those of you that are on here live, thank you so much for making this happen. And those of you that are listening and watching this recording, I totally appreciate it. Tonight is going to be very good information for you to apply right now within your challenge groups, within free groups, when you're working with and building relationships with others. We really want to help you build some seriously strong relationships so you can have these lifers that want to just be with you forever so their lives can truly change. We've learned through this process, the vital process, that it's not just a 30-day journey. And we're going to kind of get into that a little bit tonight. But the format of tonight's call, Eric and I are leading it for you. We've been talking about guest speakers and things like that, but we really feel like we have a lot that we can add value to and have this intimate setting with you guys and be able to connect with you. So we're excited to be here with you tonight. So I'm going to cover some recognition, some announcements that are very important. There's some different things, some things I want to bring your attention to that are not on the calendar that I think you're going to be excited about. And then Eric is going to start us off talking about tonight's topic, which is creating lifers through your challenge groups. Okay, we'll leave you with a call to action as well. So listen to the end. Everybody watch to the end. It is something you'll be sharing in the chat box. And those of you that are watching the recording, we want you to share that call to action below the post that you're watching this from on the team pages. Okay, so first of all, huge shout out recognition, okay, to Lisa Cook. She's a new diamond coach on the Fit Fighter Nation. And I don't know, is Lisa, I don't even see her on here tonight, but maybe Bree or Lindsay can tell us. I'm not even sure how long she's been a coach, but not too long. But I know she set this goal and she made it happen. The craziest thing in the whole wide world is that Lindsay and Lisa both live in my mom's neighborhood, which is this teeny tiny little small neighborhood in Corydon, Indiana. Like, how weird is that? Had never met Lindsay, never met Lisa, and then all of a sudden there's these two other amazing Beachbody coaches living down the street from my own mom. So it's kind of crazy how there's this fate, right? There's this fate, how we all just kind of come together and are linked together, these like-minded people who even like the same kinds of neighborhoods, right? It's just so cool, but I'm very proud of you, Lisa. I want to give a super big shout out to our leaders of Team Spirit. So I know right now we have going on Team Spirit. Team Beachbody has this fun incentive competition going on called Team Spirit. And those of you that are enrolled in Team Spirit should be on the Team Spirit page. If you're not, you need to ask to join that. But right now we've had some amazing leadership from Jenny Fellows, from Megan Harrell, and from Courtney Bear. And they've been showing up every day just to keep everyone energized and motivated and give you new ideas for how to post on social media and how to connect with people and share your message. And it's been really great, and I'm really proud of them. They're all very busy, but they're making time for the whole team, and I love that about them. I also just want to do just a big welcome to our new coaches. If you're watching this as a new coach and you joined our team recently, we're really excited you are here. And I tell you what, you are in the right place at the absolute right time. And I want to make sure you know that we have this really awesome training for you called the New Coach Academy. And if you are a new coach, you need to get plugged into that, because that will help you figure out, like, what can I be doing now? What should I be doing now? What questions should I even ask? I don't even know what to do. Obviously connect with your upline coach, but if you go to the Fit Fighter Nation or the Soul Fit Nation team pages, you're going to see on the cover photo, new coaches, click here. You click there, it opens the photo, which seems weird. Like, you click, it just opens the photo, but the description of the photo gives you the instructions on how to enroll in the New Coach Academy. So you want to make sure that you do that. So you get plugged in to some top-notch training immediately, and it's on your own time that you complete that training. But we're glad you're here. The most important thing is that you work on your journey first, okay? And you rock that journey, and I know that you will. And then I want to give you guys this opportunity, if you're on this call live, if you want to shout anybody out right now, like anybody personally, open the mic. Let's do a little open mic session here. You can unmute yourself and you can recognize someone that's on your team or, within the downline that you want to shout out for doing something awesome that you're proud of too, because I don't see it all. Erica doesn't see it all. We don't want anyone to feel left out. So is there anybody wants to shout out tonight for any reason?
I do.
Go for it, Bree.
So Lindsay, who's on the call, she is just taking charge and leading her team and building her team, so consistent with her posting and just so inspirational. I really look forward to seeing her posts every morning, but she is going to wake up Thursday morning as a 1-star diamond coach, which is super exciting.
Yay! That gave me chills.
Yeah. So I'm so proud of her.
That's so incredible.
Yeah.
Go, Lindsay. Go, Lindsay. You're muted. I can't see your face. Girl, I mean, seriously, you are rocking it, Lindsay. That is so awesome. Yeah, we are so proud of you.
Talk, but she's really muted.
Way to go. What did you say, Erica?
I said, Lindsay says she can't talk, but that's because her volume isn't working right. She's very excited about it. If she could, she would unmute herself and totally make her voice heard.
I think she should just unmute her video and do some sort of happy dance.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking should happen.
Well, and I would love to just add to that because honestly, Erin and I talk about Lindsay all the time because we really just believe that she has this amazing fire that's so obvious to us. And we are just incredibly proud of her as well. And really just to trust us in this whole process of, spreading your wings and taking this all in and really acting. I mean, that's really what Lindsay has done. So we're really proud of Lindsay as well. Mm-hmm. And I would love to add to it. We have an amazing representation heading to the New Leader Conference in February of next year. First of all, Ryan Shuey is on this call. So congrats to Ryan Shuey for getting the official invitation to the New Leader Conference. We also have Natalie Johnson, who was invited to the New Leader Conference, and Courtney Bear. So Courtney Bear and Natalie and Ryan will be representing out in LA for our team, and they're going to just be treated like royalty, and it's going to absolutely change everything for them. It did for me. I know it did for Megan. And anytime you can do something like this where leadership recognizes you as a leader, I mean, it is an absolute game changer. So definitely put that on your dream board, everybody else, because it's very possible.
Absolutely.
So congrats.
Well, and it's still not, people can still qualify, so that's still in process. And I know we still have some coaches that are working on that, and that's still part of their goal to try to make that happen. So it's really awesome. They need to be a paid 2-star diamond by the end of the year.
By December 31st. That's it. You just have to be a 2-star diamond. So you have to, I'm not sure if they have to enter into quals though, Erin. I don't know what all those details are.
They have to be a paid 2-star for at least 1 week. So
they will have already had to enter into quals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a week to go, I think. Yeah. To try to do that. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Awesome. Okay. So anybody else want to recognize anybody? Open mic. It's open. Anybody? Okay. Megan's in the dark. I've never seen you sitting in the dark for a call over there. It's okay. I'm just picking on you. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go on with announcements. So I just want to give you a heads up that I will be going live on the Fit Fighter Nation page every Wednesday and Friday. I feel the need that we need some updates because I don't think everybody's always, and I'm guilty of this too, maybe always listening to the wake up call that week or reading the breaking coach news. And so a lot of times we're not in on the know, even just the 3-day refresh is on sale. It's $10 off till December 5th. Those are things we need to know because we're totally going to take advantage of that. And that can be part of what we're promoting to people over the holidays and right now. So I'm going to do Wednesday updates, Wednesday around noon, and I'm going to do a 15-minute Friday training every Friday around noon. So I just want to kind of give you a heads up on that. And And I'm excited to make that personal connection with everyone and kind of provide some info on a regular basis. I need a schedule. I need a system. And that's what, it's kind of filling in that blank for me. Also, I've asked Natalie, if you saw Natalie, she did some nutritional information for us for Quarter Force on Sunday night. And on Mondays, at some time that works for her, she's also going to be sharing some nutritional tips that are going to help everybody as well with their journey. So I think it'll be good to have some constant, consistent info Monday, Wednesday, and Friday going on that team page. So kind of look for that as well. Let's see. We are really ready to celebrate some rank advancements. I don't know about you, but like we're ready to celebrate some bright, shiny green emerald coaches on this team. And we're ready to help some people get back to that rank and really just start elevating and moving their businesses forward. We have a lot of new coaches who are ready to do some things on their teams, and they kind of just need a little bit of push, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of training. And so we are going to do, we, as in Megan Harrell, Erica Buzzard, and myself, we are going to do, what did we call this here? I want to make sure I say it right. So we had a Coach to Emerald Roundtable. Okay, so we're going to have a training, a Zoom like this, a training. It's Coach to Emerald Roundtable. It is going to be on November 22nd at 8:30 p.m. So look for that, please. Okay, please look for that. Meaning the announcement of that, but I want you to start sharing that with your teams. I want you to put it on your calendar so that you can get people on that. This would be for any coach of any rank, but we're going to give you some great info on why Emerald matters, how that benefits your income and impacts your income, but also how to get to that point, how you can make it happen that night, and get those 2 coaches signed up so you can rank advance to Emerald. We are hosting a 3-day long sneak peek like we have done, which is totally amazing, and I love this format. And that starts at the end of the month, okay? So that starts on November 29th and goes through December 1st. We picked that time on purpose because we know a lot of you have a lot of new Quarter Force challengers that just got started. And so asking them to join a sneak peek this week or next week may not be a good time, but the last week of the month would be a much better time to have that conversation about learning more about being a coach. So that is going to be the end of the month, the last Tuesday, Wednesday, and the first Thursday of December 1st. And the last thing is that if you notice on the team calendar, we do have a power hour scheduled for November 29th, 8:30 to 9:30. And I'm going to be leading that for you. And I'm specifically going to focus on those 8 vitals, okay, or the 8 daily investments, not the 8 vital, the 8 daily investments, but with a focus on how to invite people to your December Quarter Force Challenge group. So that is going to be that main focus of the power hour, how to follow up with your current challengers, how to reach out and invite new people, that kind of thing. And so those are the kind of the things I think you need to know and be thinking about and make sure they're on your calendar, that you're working around and that you're sharing with your team and coaches as well. Okay, so let's just get into this training and get it started, Erica. Let's do this.
Awesome. I was just writing down that date for the power hour. You said the 27th at 8:30. Is that correct?
29th.
Thursday. Okay.
No.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong month. That would help. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. Yeah, the 29th.
Gotcha.
8:30 to 9:30. So it's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. I think Monday would have helped, but I don't think we're going to be ready to be working like a boss.
I'm with you. Monday will be hard after a long holiday. Kids will be home and then back at school and everything like that. So I'm with you on that. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. So, Erin and I got together on Monday and had lunch like we always do. We love to have our working lunches, healthy lunches, and we get so much accomplished. And we always try to sit and have, really a lot of thought into what our team needs and what you guys need. And so, obviously challenge groups are a huge component of what we do as coaches. I mean, really, it's the bloodline. It is what this business is about. I mean, running successful challenge groups. And that's why Erin and I, we've shared this before, are just so ecstatic about the whole vital process, because it really does reiterate the importance of creating amazing challenge groups. And really what that looks like is building relationships that create lifers. And I know Erin can attest, and a lot of the coaches who have been coaches for a while, Megan, Ryan, Bree, I mean, we all can attest to the fact that the people that we work with are lifers. I mean, it's not like you're just doing a 30-day group and, you know, peace out, like have a good life. I mean, the people that we work with on a consistent basis are people that we have established relationships with and who have done groups with us, you know, throughout time, but then have also shared their amazing experience with other people, which is like how the whole referral system works. But this is the secret society where the magic happens. I mean, that is what a challenge group is. And that is where like the seeds are cultivated. I mean, when we do our daily social media activity, that is where the seeds are planted, but the cultivation and the watering and the real harvesting of these seeds happen in the challenge group. And so the importance of the challenge group cannot be overstressed because it is the bloodline. It is what keeps this business afloat for all of us. And really, if your challenge groups aren't thriving, then you really need to look in the mirror at what you're doing. And so we hope that through tonight's call, you guys will have some skills to really transform your challenge groups starting today. It's not like you have to make a huge production and make it seem like, you know, from start to finish, you're promoting and posting and every single solitary element of what you're doing has to be changed. But you can change today the dynamic of your challenge group, and it starts with you. And this is our platform to love people, to add value, and to create a community of support. And this is what makes Beachbody different. And this is what makes you different and what makes this opportunity completely unique. Because anybody can go and get a membership at a gym. Anybody can, you know, get an elliptical and put it in their, TV room and it can collect dust. Anybody can go and buy a Jillian Michaels DVD at Walmart. Anyone can do that, right? But not just anyone can be a Beachbody coach, and not just anybody can be a part of a challenge group. And so that is what we really want to focus on tonight. This is where you truly bless people as a coach, is in your challenge groups. So Erin and I determined that there really are 5 ways to create lifers through your challenge groups. And those are setting the stage, being forthright and transparent, being fully present, creating a personal connection, and providing well-rounded resources. Okay. So those are the 5 different ways you can really create lifers. And so what I'm going to do is break down a few of the categories, and then Erin's going to break down a few of the categories. So the first focus is going to be setting the stage. And so this is assuming you've already added your 3+ people to your challenge group. Hopefully you're using the My Challenge Tracker app by now. And let me just tell you that the My Challenge Tracker app is absolutely where it's at. I mean, honestly, I hate to like break it to you, but I do think that Facebook is eventually going to become obsolete when it comes to running our challenge groups. So get used to the My Challenge Tracker app now and learn as you go. And if I can learn it and change, so can you, because you can ask Erin. I'm the biggest, I do not like change at all. Like, it really makes me like want to vomit. But when you kind of just like force yourself to do it, and you learn that like there's so many amazing aspects to this My Challenge Tracker app that really benefit you, because it was made for you by Beachbody. I mean, it was designed to run challenge groups, okay? So like what I've learned to love about it is that you can post in advance. So like I've already posted my group for 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's gonna go up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And I've done that every day this week. And I really like, because it gives me the opportunity to think about, what do my people need to hear first thing tomorrow? You can also pull from the challenge group guides. They're right there. You can also pull from your previous group's posts that you posted. It'll go through and it'll tell you day 1 of the group that you did last month, and the month before, and the month before. It collects all of that data right there for you, so you can easily pull from any of the posts. Isn't that fantastic? It's brilliant, guys. So I'm sure you all are using the My Challenge Tracker app, but if you're not, please, I encourage you and challenge you to do it next time. do it next time, because I really think that everything is going to be connected to that, including Success Club, including, you know, opportunities to win prizes. I mean, I really do believe that, which is why Team Spirit has been connected to that. But the expectations are going to be set in the My Challenge Tracker app, just like they are on Facebook. You know, the expectations of you've got to post your Shakeology, you've got to post your workout, you know, setting up the expectations of what you want from them is just as important as setting the expectations of what they're going to get from you, because people need to know like the game plan. Okay. You know, they trusted you. They made they took a step and they asked for you to join them on their journey. And so we have to do our due diligence as coaches and create a game plan for them. And part of that game plan is creating expectations that they know what they should be doing on a daily basis. We don't want anybody just guessing, okay, crap, like now I'm in this group and all these people are here that I don't know, like what am I doing? You know, we do not want that to happen to our people. We want them to know exactly what to expect and what we expect of them. I also think it's huge to discuss obstacles before they happen. So like, for example, today, I don't know if you guys follow me on social media, but today I had a really kind of like challenging day. It was just not a great day for me. And I shared that a little bit on social media, but in my group, my people totally like rallied around me and were being so kind and just supportive and loving. And so tomorrow I'm going to use that as an opportunity to say, guys, you're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days when you want to throw in the towel. You're going to have days when you're exhausted and you don't want to work out and you feel like you have no time and you're overwhelmed, and like setting those obstacles and shining light on them from the beginning, I think is really going to help people know that like whatever they go through is normal. Right? Because I think that that's what people think a lot of times is like, if they struggle, they're the only one struggling. And that's not the case. So we just want to shine light on the struggles from the beginning so that they know that like this is a safe place for them. And I know that in my first challenge groups, Erin set the stage, and Megan, I believe, was in those early challenge groups that I was in too. But that like this is our truth zone, this is our safe place, and like you can bring the good and the bad here. And so discussing obstacles before they happen, I think is really important. And like, it's going to be hard to follow the nutrition plan. You know, don't make it sound like, oh, it's so easy. It's a cakewalk. You're going to be fine. Yeah, there's an element to that positive thinking, but we also want them to know, you know, this is going to challenge you. It's going to stretch you. It's going to pull you out of your comfort zone, but it's going to be worth it. And you can do it, you know? So like, make sure we are giving them that arsenal to actually make this happen. Because remember, our job is to get people results. You know, I mean, we need to be real. And that's kind of what this whole setting the stage is all about. You know, we don't want to have it be negative focused. We want to be real. We want to say, this is what's going to happen. This is what you can expect. It's going to be the best 30 days. You're going to accomplish so much and you're going to feel incredible. But we also are going to have hard times. That's just the way it is. And that's why they call it a challenge group, right? Because they're going to be challenged. All right, so that's setting the stage. The next part I want to talk about is being forthright and transparent. And I think that Core to Force, being a part of the test group, has really taught me that like that element of being transparent is huge, because it put me in the position of being a challenger again. And if you guys were at the Indy Super Saturday, you heard Jenna Thompson talk about this when she opened up her package from corporate with all of her goodies, like her DVDs and the nutrition plan and everything. And she was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. I'm so overwhelmed. Like that's what our challengers are feeling. So we need to be transparent about those feelings. And again, we need to shine light on that and step into their shoes and really be compassionate towards what they're very likely going through. And, you know, so don't forget what it's like to be a challenger. So put yourself in that position so that you can better serve your people, because that's what we're here for. We're serving them, right? And so, you know, being forthright about the fact that like, we're not just in this for 30 days. Yes, you signed up for a 30-day challenge. Yes, Core to Force is a 30-day program, but the goal is not that you know, after 30 days, and to steal a line from from Micah Folsom, you know, in 30 days and then you bounce. No, that's not what we're trying to cultivate here. We are trying to cultivate lifers. So we really want them to know, we expect you to commit for 30 days and go all in, but we expect you to love this plan so much and to be so connected to your new healthy habits that you want this to be a part of your life long term. There's nothing wrong with saying that, guys. There's nothing wrong with saying, like, you want to this relationship to be lasting, and you want them as a forever friend and as a forever sister, and you want to be their coach and their friend and they're part of their family forever. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. And, you know, being honest about the fitness side of things. You're going to be sore. Use the modifier. I mean, there's just ways that we can really nurture our people in this whole idea of being forthright and transparent. And the nutrition, I think, is huge, because I think that's people's, in my experience anyway, the nutrition has been people's biggest battle. And maybe that's because it's mine. So I can really relate to that. But I can tell you right now that nutrition for people is not just about putting something in their mouth. I mean, it goes so much deeper. And so, like, the more forthright we can be with, like, emotional eating and the traditions and just the feelings and everything that goes into eating, and let them know that, like, you can eat that, but you're just choosing not to right now. And just teaching them that mindset of, you know, what this nutrition plan is going to be like. I can tell you right now, I probably never would have given Erin a chance as my coach if she wouldn't have told me that I could have El Rodeo every Friday and go to Mexican with my family. Because, like, that was how connected and important that Friday dinner was with my family, that if she would have been like, no, you can't have queso, you can't have a margarita, I probably would have never said yes to Erin. And I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I probably never would have, because at that point in time, that was more of a priority, you know what I'm saying, than breaking out of my plateau. But she was honest and forthright with me. And she said, yeah, you know, you can have a margarita, you can have queso. I mean, you can't do that every night and expect to get results. But the bottom line is you can do that. But, you know, the expectation is that you're going to stick to a plan, you're going to follow the meal plan, and you're going to follow the nutrition. That's the expectation. You're going to drink Shakeology. And she set those expectations for me, and guess what? That was what I needed, her to be honest and forthright. But I think the lifestyle focus is something we all can improve on, right? Just like sharing that, like, this is a lifestyle. This is beyond 30 days. I want you to give it a 30-day shot. I want you to know about the 30-day money-back guarantee. But I want you to look beyond 30 days, because this isn't a quick fix. This is not a quick fix, a magic pill. And also letting them know that, like, this is not just a physical transformation we're going after. We're really going after a mind, body, and soul transformation, the change that happens on the inside. And I can tell you right now that the changes that happen on the inside far supersede any of the physical changes that you see on the outside. And I can tell you that I've been really hard on myself recently, because I'm on day 84 of Core de Force. And I'm like, I've loved it, but I'm done. Like, I'm just like, shit, you know, like, I think I've done it, my part. Like, you got it. We get it. And so, like, I'm just ready, you know, I'm ready for 90 days to come. I'm also sad in certain ways, but my changes really did happen on the inside. I mean, I've had some physical changes, obviously, but really it's just what it did to me was let me know, like, I am enough. I am okay. Like, I'm a survivor, and I could go on and on, but, like, I think that we need to drive home that, like, this isn't just losing weight, losing inches. This is about everything that you're going to gain too, you know? And I think it's okay to say that. And I think we need to be forthright about that. And then the last part I will share, and then I'm going to turn it over to our fearless leader, whose birthday is tomorrow, FYI. She forgot to mention that in the announcement section, but she is having a birthday tomorrow, which we all need to make sure we give her all sorts of love tomorrow, but and every day for that matter. But the last thing I'll talk about is being fully present. And this is something that is a must. You have to be present in your groups multiple times a day. You need to be in there. Your heart, your soul needs to touch every single thing that happens in that group. You are responsible for people's livelihoods. I mean, that's what you are as a coach. And I'm not trying to, like, throw the pressure on your shoulders and make you feel, bad about it. Like, it's an honor, it's a blessing, but you've got to recognize that you've got to be present in there. And when you told that person and you invited that person and you extended your hand and they said yes to you, they really expected you to be there for them. So you've got to be there for them. And part of that is you've got to show up as a challenger as well. You've got to show that you're on your journey too. You're drinking your Shakeology. You're getting in your workout. You're doing your personal development too. And that's another component that I think is hugely important that we start emphasizing in our challenge groups. Because isn't that a huge part of what we are and how we've come to be who we are now, right? It's not just we push play. That's 1/3 of what's happened here. So we need to make sure we're also shining light on the whole personal development, growth, internal journey too. I think that's huge. But just being fully present as a challenger, and if you expect your people to check in every day, which we all do, then you need to check in every day too. And even I think on the post that you make, your daily motivation, maybe that you do every morning, like for example, I did the other day, once you get your workout in, post below, I am a badass. Okay. So like I posted below, I am a badass too, because I got my workout in and I'm in it too. I'm in it. My skin's in the game right there with them. So yes, I'm the leader, but I'm also involved very much so as if I was a challenger. So it's important to be a challenger in your groups, be present as a challenger, and then also to be present, fully present as a coach. So those were the 3 areas that I wanted to focus on. Erin, was there anything that I left off that we discussed? I'm sure you will kind of tie up any loose ends that I had, but I know Erin's going to touch on some other amazing elements.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. So we've set the stage. We're forthright and transparent. We're fully present. Okay. So I'm going to take you guys into my challenge group and a few resources and different things like that, so you can get some really good tangible information and what you guys can do. But Erica's done a great job with kind of helping you out. When we set the stage, we do take about a week to get our challenge group set up and ready to go. And if you haven't done that, that's okay. Those are things we've learned over time. And after there's sometimes that it's like I set my challenge groups up in a day and we start the next day. This time I just want to be really, really good about it. And I am trying to be very intentional about being the most amazing rockstar coach right now, because I have a feeling that something awesome is going to happen on the other side of this. And that's why we want, we've been talking about, I've been talking about challenge groups for 2 months now. It's Super Saturday with my PS coaches, and then here tonight at Summit. Yeah, I talked about it at Summit, right? And so it's just, but you keep hearing it over and over. I feel like on the National Wake Up Call, the underlying message is help people get results, help people get results. And so it's just, we have to drive that point home too, because right now we're on the brink of something amazing. It's not only core de force, but it's that so many people are getting re-engaged and so many people are figuring out what this Beachbody thing is all about because they said yes right now to a challenge group. And so we have to uphold our end of the deal. Okay. And sometimes that's scary because we don't have confidence in what we can do as a coach, because you're comparing yourself to me or to Erica or to Megan or to Bree or Lindsay because they're so motivating. They always are posting at 5 a.m. How do they do that? We freaking schedule it. I'm still sleeping and that post goes out. We've just figured some things out. And we've also just we keep showing up. And we just keep doing it. And we keep paying attention. We're paying attention to what works and what doesn't work. And I've had groups where not a single person checks in or talks or does anything. And I'm like, what the heck am I missing here? You bought stuff. What is going on? What am I missing? We figured it out. That's why we're talking about these things. Okay. So if you have not started your group off right and you started on Monday, you know what you do? Tomorrow, your post is guys, I think I missed a couple of steps. So let's just start over today. Okay, you're on day 3 of your workout, but let's start with introductions today. We don't even know what your goals are. We don't even know what obstacles that you're facing every day. I don't even know what time you're working out. Let's just let's just get it right now. Let's just shoot it straight. I didn't get this started right. So please know that. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I'm going to talk about creating those personal connections. This is huge within the group and outside of the group, because if we only are talking to our challengers within the challenge group only, then we're failing to see them as a full person. We're only seeing them as a challenger in the challenge group. You know, we're only liking and commenting on their post, I hope. But there's something that has to happen outside of the group too, okay? And that's where we address them as that full person that we're getting to know. We need to know what their job is. We need to know how old their kids are and what their kids' names are. We need to know, you know, like what time they get up for work and what they're struggling with, what changes they want to make. If their husband helps with dinner prep or not, if they're the ones doing the dishes and like, we need to know them. We need to know what their struggles are and where they're wanting to go. And so that happens in and out of the challenge group. And so something that you can do very easily, these are two things that you do, like no matter what, okay, as a challenge group leader, as a coach, is that every single post gets affirmed, okay? Someone logs their Shakeology, it gets affirmed, meaning it gets a comment, okay? If someone logs their workout, it gets a comment from you, a like and a comment, because that needs to matter, okay? That participation engagement has to matter, and they need to know that it mattered, that them showing up mattered, okay? And then the second thing, so every day, and that doesn't mean you're glued to your phone. It means that you've set yourself up on a schedule, that you are checking into your group 2 times a day at least, okay? So at one point in the morning, or maybe a lunch break, okay? And one point at night, perhaps before you go to bed, or, you know, whatever, you find that pocket of time that you're checking in that group at least 2 times on their post. Okay, but then the second thing that happens is that you're sending them a message at least once a week. Okay, either a Facebook message, a text message, or an email through the app, whatever it is, you're sending them some kind of message, a personal message, and it's personalized. Like, hey, I saw that you got all your workouts in this week, but you haven't logged your Shakeology. Like something like that's going to be a little motivating as well, that's recognizing, celebrating behaviors and recognizing the behaviors that you want them to continue exhibiting, right? And you show your appreciation, and you encourage them, and you give them some kind of resource or a tip or a great quote that's, you know, you're adding value, you're recognizing them, and it's very personal, okay? And maybe it's just a small little thing like, I saw you log 5 workouts this week. That is amazing, because you're recognizing a behavior you want them to continue. Okay, that has to happen at least once a week. So you're making this personal connection inside and outside of it. I'm also those people, I'm looking on their Facebook pages, and I'm commenting on what they're posting on Facebook. You know, and some people aren't like actively on Facebook, but some of them are, and some of them are sharing their workouts, you know, and that's something that you as the coach need to be aware of. And so the thing that you can do that's really easily, you know, so easy, is that on Facebook, you can create a list of friends. You can create a little group of those people that are your challengers, you know, and you can easily search them. And if you just go to Facebook and you search create list, you know, you'll figure out how to make a list. And if we have time at the end, I can show you, but I want to move forward a little bit. But you can, and I do that with people I'm connecting with new friends I'm making. I make a list of people. And so when you click on that list, it's just those people's news feeds you're looking at. So all your challengers can be in one place in one list, so that you just see theirs, okay? And you can comment and like and engage with them outside of the group. That's huge in building a lifelong relationship, because you're getting involved in their life, okay? So there's a couple things there. Now the last thing is that you want to be this well of well-rounded resources. Like you can just give the most amazing recipes. You can share great Shakeology information. You know how to help with sore muscles. You know how much water they need to drink. Okay, but newsflash, we're not freaking experts. Okay, right? But what's so amazing is that we have amazing experts putting all their info online and on social media. And we have this awesome company we work for called Team Beachbody and Beachbody that has incredible information for us to use, okay, to provide these well-rounded resources. So I'm going to share with you really quickly just what some of these are that you need to get plugged into right away. And I'm going to show you kind of what my feed looks like right now in my challenge group so you can get a feel for this. Okay, my messages are up. Okay, so for example, okay, I am rocking Facebook Live videos using the Beachbody blog, okay? Because I don't always know what to talk about, nor do I feel comfortable talking about nutrition and workouts because I'm like, I doubt myself. And I'm like, somebody's going to ask me about macro, and I don't even know the definition of a macro. I can tell you what it is, but whatever. Like, I don't feel comfortable, you know? So what I do is I go to the Beachbody blog. And I'm like, oh, here's some ab workouts. Oh, wait, here's some cheats and treats. Okay, wait, here's great meal plans. Here's information on sports nutrition, on elite nutrition, on Shakeology. Here's information about all the different programs. You know, I mean, it's amazing, okay? And so where do a lot of my great recipes come from that I use in my meal plan, that I also share with my challenge groups, that I also share on Pinterest? They're coming from the Beachbody blog. And, oh, you have a challenger that's asking about vegan recipes, and you're like, I don't even know, like, what it means to be vegan. Like, I just know that, like, you make it difficult for my mom at Christmas when you come to her house because she stresses out because she doesn't know how to cook vegan. Oh, wait, there's a whole category on vegan recipes. Okay, like, this is amazing. Okay, how to roast veggies, slow cooker baked apples, pumpkin cookies with Tony Horton. Okay, like, there's awesome recipes here. You just share it in your challenge group. You're like, guys, you need a new chicken recipe. I'm so sick of baked chicken. I'm so sick of grilled chicken. Here's an awesome new chicken recipe. And let me just share with you this. Okay, the recipe is not only awesome, okay, here we go. This is a good recipe. Hearty chicken, sweet potato, and apples. But it's going to tell you, like, all the equivalents, the containers, the Body Beast portions, P90X portions, whatever. We're all using containers for the most part. So you can be a great resource and have the answers because it's all right here. And also you're like, I need to go live about something, but I'm not really sure. Well, maybe there's something great here under clean eating that you can talk about. You know, one of my challengers was talking about, and coaches too, I have a lot of people that are trying to do this on a budget. And it's really hard. Well, I found a article about, you know, great ways to stay on budget and, you know, whatever on a meal plan. And I was like, this is awesome. This is what people need. I don't need to come up with the information. I just need to do a little bit of teeny tiny research. So the Beachbody blog is an amazing resource for you to share with your challenge groups every day. Like, why not give them a new recipe every day? Like, why not? Why not take one of these recipes and at 5 p.m. you're uploading a great new recipe that they can add to their meal plan. Also, one of the things that I'm doing is that I make my challenge groups a board on Pinterest. And so they have the link to this board, and this is where I'm constantly pinning recipes that are going on my meal plan, or ones that might in the future are just some really great recipes. I also have my meal plan on here for the week, a blank meal plan on here. I have Megan's awesome recipe that I'm totally gonna make that I asked her to make for Thanksgiving, my muffin recipe that everybody keeps asking for. So, you know, this is what I do, a lot of this stuff on Pinterest. But I also have on Pinterest, I mean, this is, people are on Pinterest. Like, I have a Shakeology board. I shared that with my challenge groups. I'm like, here's all the Shakeology recipes. I have a 21-day fix board, 21-day fix meals with Erin, you know, and so that way they have an immense amount of resources, and I can just go and share a recipe from there. But, you know, I am not creating all of this. You know, I am doing a lot more now, but I have an assistant who helps me. But you have all of these things just at your fingertips that you can easily, you know, create a board in like 2.2 seconds, or go to the Beachbody blog and find a great recipe to share, and just have valuable information. Even though they could do the same thing, they're not thinking that way yet. They don't know there's a Beachbody blog. They don't know there are these resources until you share them with them. And so just to kind of show an example of kind of even what Erica was saying about being present, you know, we are the challenger, and so this is within my Core de Force group. Okay, day 2. So if I just go to all posts, you can kind of just see what things look like right now. But the daily pen post, whatever. My daily post always has some kind of call to action, like Erica said. You reply below, I am a badass. Like mine just said, can I get an amen? And everybody's like, amen, amen, amen to that. You can see all these people logging and stuff. It makes me happy. Okay, you see this face, you see these crazy faces, whatever. Okay, you see their meals, what they're eating. You see a motivating post, like a picture, and so why are people sharing this? I'll show you why they're sharing that. Why are they sharing their meals? How is that culture established already on day 2? Well, I'll just show you my post, okay, the coach post. It's because that's what I'm doing. Okay, they're sharing those things. Okay, so there's my meal. There's me drinking Shakeology. There's, me talking about taking naps and how much sleep matters. Here's a quote from personal development, and them commenting and responding to personal development. I'm planting that seed. Me with my workout. I'm also doing a recognition post. Like yesterday, I was like, boom, 28 of 39 members have logged their workouts in Shakeology today. Way to go. Let's keep it up. So I'm promoting positive behavior. And I'll show you like how I found that, here's the dinner that we're having tonight in process, so why are they sharing funny faces? Why are they sharing their meals? Because because I'm leading by example. And they like seeing that. So they're also going to do that. So it's monkey see, monkey do. Like, this is what we do. This is the kind of stuff that we do. I showed them my meal plan, and it's not complete. It's not all filled in. And I was really real, transparent, honest, and said, I really struggle with creating a meal plan past 3 days. So this is all I got right now, and that's good. That's a good thing that I can share. And it's all scratched out, and it's not perfect, and it's not typed and pretty, it is what it is. But the most amazing thing that you can do with your participants when you are trying to make those personal connections, you can do that right here in the app. Okay, when you click on participants, it's going to load all your participants, and you can see everything that everyone is logged. Okay, and so I need to send a message to Amanda. She's obviously not logging, but look at all these people, two. Now, yesterday at this time, everybody hadn't logged yet, but because I recognized and said shout out, but the thing that I also did was that I clicked on everybody that had logged everything. Okay, clicked on everybody. I was like, okay, they logged, they got it all in. Okay, Bree can probably attest to this. She got a message from me. And I sent everybody a message. It was like, awesome job. Way to go on day 1. You got your workout in, your Shakeology in. Let's do this. We're showing up against Raw. I sent them all a message recognizing them for doing what they showed up to do on day 1. I'm not going to do that every day, but I'm going to do that at least once or twice a week where all these people are getting messages. But the people who aren't logging, where maybe something, if I don't know why they're not logging, it's a red flag to reach out and be the coach. Okay. We have to be forthright and honest. We have to say, Amanda has been doing it. I think she's just forgetting to click log, or it's not sharing with the group or something. But, it's a good thing to be like, Amanda, you made this commitment. You signed the commitment letter. I want you to get your best results in this group, and showing up and engaging is exactly what you have to do. What am I missing? What's going on right now? That's when I need to be the coach and come out and ask her, kind of what's going on. But we hope that this helps you guys. We want you to do nothing more than to succeed and to feel confident and comfortable leading your challenge groups. And I think Erica was going to leave you guys with a call to action. We've been on here for a little bit, so I'm sure we can go on. And then after the call to action, you guys share that. We'll stop the recording. If anybody on the live call has questions, we can answer those as well. Okay?
Okay, great job, Erin. Another thing that I just wanted to add to what Erin said about the personal connection, and I may have missed this, but I don't think I did, but we both did a Zoom call this time around, a kickoff Zoom call, and that was huge. And forgive me if you mentioned that, Erin, but I think that was a game changer because it gave us the opportunity to kind of see people face to face. But again, if you guys have already kicked off your challenge group and you haven't done one, you could absolutely do one tomorrow night or Monday night or whatever. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out. Or something that is like really well planned and thought through. I mean, really, it just gives people an opportunity to see each other and to have that community feel, even if it is via, Zoom call, it's still a great opportunity to see your people face to face. So Erin and I tried it. We loved it. We'll definitely be doing it again.
Mm-hmm. And I plan on doing it at day 15 and day 30.
Yes, you can absolutely continue to do it every couple of weeks. And that's the recommended is to keep connected every couple of weeks and really keep that fire lit. Because that's really, we don't want people to fall off. We want people to stay with us, because when you stay with it and you're consistent, that's when the change happens. Mm-hmm. So whatever we need to do to make that happen, we need to be willing to do. Okay. So yes, great information here. I was taking notes like a mad woman too. So I'm right there with you guys, learning, growing, evolving every day. So the call to action that we ask of you tonight is in the chat section. Share one area you are doing really well and one area you will improve on. Based off of the different areas and focal points that we had tonight, what's one area that you are happy with, doing well, rocking out, and then what's an area that you want to focus on and start implementing and improving on right now? Got it? Okay, so let me see. Erin and I should lead by example and do the call to action as well. No, I'm just kidding, Erin. You don't have to.
Well, no, I'm perfect. There's nothing I need to do better.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. I did I think you answered all the questions here too. And I was looking at the chat as you were talking. So I think that we got it all. So what's something that you can start doing now? So something we can start doing tomorrow that's going to improve the experience for our challenge groups, building relationships for our challengers.
Oh, it looked like Megan did a call as well, and she will always do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing that I love about it is, again, the whole vital process is getting them started, getting them results. And then the third is transition to coach. If they've already worked with the My Challenge Tracker app, they already have that skill set. If they already are posting consistently and regularly, logging their workouts and Shakeology and food and fun, then they're already doing that. If they've already been on a Zoom call, they've already done so many of the things that we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Okay. So Brianna said, I need to focus on being fully present. Personal life's getting in the way. And I know that happens, but I think if you're real, they're going to support you. I don't think you have to air your dirty laundry.
Right.
But I think if you're like, guys, I'm struggling. The days that I'm struggling, they're giving me advice, even when I said, I can't make a meal plan past 3 days, I had people giving me advice on what they do. So even just small, yeah. I think everyone is, I think I said this last night to a group of coaches. I feel like so many people are walking through so much right now. And every coach on the call that I was with last night, there's 9 coaches, and every person is just in something right now. And I think we all are. And so I think when our leaders around us are sharing that they're also having a hard time, there's something actually really inspiring about that. So never hesitate to be real with the people around you. Okay, so I don't know if you want to read any of these too.
Yeah, there's some good ones on there.
Dorothea, I do well with sharing articles. I do not do well with pictures and videos of yourself. That allows people a chance to really get to know you and connect with you. I know it is hard. But yeah, and I think it's something you'll get better at as you do more of it too.
It absolutely takes practice. It does. And just like with Core to Force, the first time you do these workouts, you're going to feel ridiculously uncoordinated. You're going to feel like you're not good at this workout. That's what you're going to do. The same thing with the coaching and the posting of pics and videos. It takes practice. Erin and I just hit our 50th video milestone on Facebook, which is crazy, right? We posted 50 or more, well, at this point, more than 50 live videos, which I'm like, oh, Lordy, that's a lot.
That is a lot of live videos. Yeah, I like what Ryan said too. She says, do a better job with those who aren't posting and following up with them. for sure. And I think that one of the things that I did this challenge group, which was something that Megan shared with, I think us on the Diamond String, was had our challengers do a commitment letter. And where they were saying, okay, I'm going to follow through 30 days. And there's some different commitments. And I think like that was actually something people were really excited about. Like, okay, yes, like I am going to finish this because I put that in front of them, you know, cause that's kind of like, whoa, that's kind of hard ass, you know, it's hard nose, but you know what? Like, that's what people are like, you're saying like, it's like, that's you being the coach, you know, you're saying, you're going to do this. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to provide you in this group with support and accountability and structure. That's part of it. Like, and I think they were like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I think there is something about that, you know, that is going to help those people when they do fall off. You can be like, you did this, you signed this, you said you were going to show up. What's up? What's going on? Let's talk about it. You know, and a lot of times it's they fell off for a day or two and then they're gone. When you're like, yeah, I've done that too. You know, hello, it's my birthday week. I'm going to fall off a little bit this week, you know, like, so I think that's a good point. I could go on. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Well, and I think, you know, some people, I mean, it's like the parable of the sower. If you guys aren't familiar with that, definitely look it up. I mean, there is going to be an element of people that will fall through the cracks because that is their choice.
Mm-hmm.
But we clearly want to do our part and say, I did everything I could and I held up my end of the bargain. And if they fall through the cracks still, then that's on them and that's their choices. I mean, clearly we want 100%, you know, success for everybody. But if we do these things that we share tonight, and like you guys are making these points here of the areas you want to improve, if you improve in those areas and you keep rocking out the areas that you are doing well, then you really will cut back on that number that will fall through the cracks. Mm-hmm. You really will. And you'll save a lot of people that like a year ago wouldn't have been saved just by changing and just becoming more engaged and more present.
Absolutely. Well, I want to address some of these maybe after we stop the recording too, especially with Shannon over here. So you guys, thank you so much. If you're watching the recording, we want you to share what you're doing well, what you could do better underneath this post on your team page. Okay. So thanks so much, you guys, for being here and for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. Let's see here.